No sacred cows. No sacred cows. No sacred cows. I'll tell you why there's no sacred cows. Because the minute I have a sacred cow is the minute I'm the worst human being on the planet. The minute there's a group that I can't mock or criticize is the minute that it's all real. That I'm really singing about that nigger stole my bike. Granted, a black guy did steal my bike when I was a kid, but that isn't how I would phrase it. You know? Once you pick a favorite, I hear it's probably like that for the Muzzies when they have like 40 wives. It's like once you pick a favorite, that's when all of them get pissed. The Muzzies. All right, let's read some super chats. Got chills when you talked about the ultimate middle finger to the devil is having kids knowing the hell is future. That's real truth, BB. Hebrews 4:12. It's true. Knowing what's coming and still creating a family is the move. That's the only way to tell the devil to suck it. And he'll know that he should suck it. That's how you win. Like this intimidation, like right now, people, you know how many, every single video I do, there's comments that go, this is the last one. He'll get kicked off for this one. My buddy Eric Nimmer, great comedian. Check out his special coming out soon. I'll post about it. But he was telling me about getting fired on in Afghanistan. I don't know what shithole he was serving in, but you can't think about it. I've never been shot at before, but he was saying that like you can't think about like my boy. One of my buddies would say that at first it was insane, and then by the end he'd just be packing a dip. He's like, "Oh, these fuckers can't shoot straight," you know, just bullets flying around. They're just packing lippers. You have to get to the point when you can't overthink the shit. You know, and so when people, every video I do, people are like, "Oh, this is it. You're gonna get banned for this one. Can't go after the Jews. This is JewTube." And all that does is make me go, "All right, now I'm gonna go on a Jew bender." It's the same with the moon landing thing, where it's like, "Oh, this is it for you, and you're about to be banned." It's like, "All right, let's do a hard deep dive, and then let's get into Antarctica." I can't think like that, or else I would have nothing to offer you people. I would be sitting here like a self-indulgent dumbass, just sitting here ranting if I didn't take risks and I didn't have a value. My value is not holding back at any of my thoughts. And it's rare. And that's why there's 3,650 people watching. There was just 4,000, but they dipped me. That's what they do. It was up to 4,000 and then that's all right. Who gives a shit? If they don't find their way back, it's a bad dog. Owen, can you play They Make Great Pets? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Hey, Owen, been a fan for a long time. Speaking about the Yellow Vest movement, I'm a French citizen and would love to hear your opinion on the state of Europe in general. Well, let me think. Je m'appelle Owen Benjamin. Je m'appelle, let's see, Pamplemousse, haricot vert, pomme de terre. Il fait chaud, il fait froid. Il fait chaud, il fait froid. Okay, the state of Europe. I used to think Europe was fucked, but now I don't really. I think that there's enough nationalist movements in each country that I think Europe is going to be okay. You know that there's way more illegal immigrants in America than in a lot of these countries in Europe. And we're like showing these images of like, you know, these boatloads of Muzzies just showing up with machetes and just raping. Sweden, Germany, yeah, there's some, England, especially Birmingham. Birmingham's fucked. I had a Muzzy friend open for me last time I toured England, and even he was like, dude, a lot of Muzzies here. So, but I think Europe is going to have an awakening, and I think they currently are. I think Poland, Romania, Russia, Italy, France is not fucking around. Sweden's fucked. Sweden is fucked. Finland and Norway are still cool. Don't know anything about Spain. They sound like a real Spain in the ass. I think most of the former Yugoslavian countries know about Muzzies, so they're not playing around. Don't let in Muzzies. And it's not because there aren't some wonderful Muslims in the world. It's because it's a form of government. Islam is a religion based on submission. And when you hit a certain population of Muzzies, it becomes a government. And then all the gays and the women get their clits cut off or their heads chopped off. And they don't care about freedom at all. They just want to submit you. And that's why I don't understand the Muzzies coming to America and bringing the shit with them. Because the Muzzies that came to America in the late 70s were high-quality Muzzies. You know, because Iran had a really good culture. You know, the Persians. And then when the Ayatollah came in after the Shah Reza Pahlavi was toppled, he was a CIA plant. The guy before Reza Pahlavi was actually elected, but who knows? I mean, maybe. But Ayatollah was the bad guy. And so all the Muzzies that were of good quality and wanted freedom and learned English and became great chiropractors, they came to America and they blended in. And the modern Muzzie is 30 IQ points lower than that, and they pretty much want to chop off your clit and your head. So I highly recommend not letting those in. There are no high-quality Muzzies. There are some. The ones that were secular Muzzies that were not too committed to it, 70s Iranian Muzzies were a good crop of Muzzies. There were some good Syrian Muzzies. I don't know what's going on there now. They probably all have like crazy PTSD and they're all radicalized. But there's some good Moroccan Muzzies. I've known some good Saudis. It's just in general. It's like women. Muzzies are like women. When you get a big enough group, they all just regress to the mean. Like the cool women in a group have to submit to the garbage majority of women in a group. And they all have to fucking agree on everything. And it sucks. And it's the same with Muzzies. Someone just wrote WTF. Well, now you're banned. No one just says WTF. IQ is fake. You're not banned for that. You're just wrong. Obviously, IQ is not fake. Damn YouTube. Oh, video output low. I can lower my output. Give me a second. Since I start talking about Muzzies, I have people watching every YouTube I do, and they dial it around and fuck with me. Literally, there's Google employees that like limit what you guys literally say. It's crazy. I will not be intimidated. And there's as many Muzzies running Silicon Valley as there is Jews. Probably more. You know, the Prince of Saudi Arabia, and I've heard that they're really Jews. I'm not buying it. I think people are so bent on being mad at Jews that they won't admit when a Muzzie is in control. Switzerland kind of creeps me out. It's like the place where all the elites are going to go when the world goes to shit. Switzerland and New Zealand, Denver, Antarctica. It's very annoying. Hopefully it turns out the world's flat and I just get a final laugh as there's a fucking mushroom cloud. They love Israel. I might tour in Israel. I really want to go to Israel. And let's all just acknowledge that it's much better that Israel is controlled by the Jews than the Muzzies. If it was the Muzzies, everything would be blown up and no one would have a clit. So, you know what I'm saying. And listen, I'm not a big fan of Catholicism. Don't get me started. Because I'll get a... YouTube likes you tonight, you're banking, and they get 30%. Yeah, but they don't care about money, they care about control. I cause more problems. Do you know how many times I've been banned from live streaming? I'd say as much. That's why I subscribe to stream.me/Owen Benjamin Comedy and youtube.com/Owen Benjamin Live. PayPal.me/Feed the Bear if you want to throw me a tip, as small as you want it, or, you know, if you're not a pussy and you want to actually throw some change around. But then I'll get your email. That's kind of important. Yeah, I mean, I was just banned for like 4 months or whatever from live streaming on my own channel. They don't give a shit. They want control, guys. It's not about money. It's about control.